Good afternoon, Charo Kelly with Life Moods Artisan Soaps and Cosmetics. Today I'm going to be showing you a really easy, fun DIY bath bomb Easter bunny project that you could do with your kids. I actually have one of my children here. You can only see my hands, and her hands are right here as well. She's going to be here to assist me in getting things in the bowl. So I will leave, since this is a DIY, I will leave in the description box below, I will leave the ingredients that you will need to make it come together. Bath bombs are a really simple, easy project, great kid project. They're just composed of 2 parts baking soda and 1 part citric acid, which is what I have in my bowl here. So once you get it in, what you want to make sure you do is get all of the clumps broken up really good. Get it all mixed up really well. Otherwise, you'll have little warts. As you smash all the bath bomb stuff together, you'll get little warts in your bath bomb, which is perfectly fine, particularly for this craft, since you're doing it with kids and since it's going to be wrapped up in a washcloth, which we'll get to in just a bit. So I think I have the dry mix pretty much mixed up. Again, it's alright if you don't get all the clumps out if you're not selling these, or even if you're giving them in gifts. If you're wrapping them up, they'll be fine. So that's all mixed up. The next thing you want to add in is some type of oil, your favorite oil that you might like. Depending on how much oil you would like in there, it's going to be more moisturizing or less. You're going to use anywhere between half an ounce to a full ounce of oil. And again, that's completely up to you how much you use. And same thing, you're going to want to mix that all in. You can also add color into these just for this demonstration. I'm not adding any color today, but you can definitely add color in here. One of the other fun things we're going to do, this amount usually will yield me about 3 of the big bath bombs and maybe about 5 of the smaller ones. So you can cut this recipe in half. If you want to use a smaller amount, if you have a specific mold you want to use, you can kind of pack this into any mold and shape it if you like. So if you have like a Jello mold, or you can use those plastic egg molds, those are perfect. You might, if you're using those, you might want to cut it in half unless you want to make several, and that's fine too if you want to give them as gifts. But any mold will work, like I said. So once you get this oil all mixed in, or your butters or whatever you're using for the pardon me, for the moisturizing portion of your bath bomb, you're going to add your fragrance. Today I am using a love spell type, and when I make bath bombs, I use standard measure. So I use 1 part might be a half a cup, or a full cup, or 1/4 a cup, whatever your measurement is. But I do use standard measurements versus weighted measurements. So I'm going to actually use about 3 teaspoons of fragrance. So I have my teaspoon here. This is a great way to get rid of, if you have sample fragrances. I use these a lot in these applications. If you want to test a fragrance or smell it in a product, bath bombs are a great way to do that. My kids love them. So I do that quite a bit. Okay, once you get that fragrance in there, same thing, you want to make sure everything's mixed up all uniformly. You can get in there with 1 hand or 2. I would recommend using gloves with this application. Citric acid and baking soda are kind of rough on your hands. It won't hurt you at all, won't harm you. Great for removing nail polish if you're interested in doing that. But if you're trying to keep your manicure, you want to put some gloves on. How's that smell, buddy?
Good.
Smells good. Okay, so as you can see, it's already starting to clump. See that, how it's clumping up? Which is great. You want to be able to pack that in there, so that's good. That's because of the oils and the fragrance, but we're going to want it to pack just a little bit more than that. When you're making bath bombs, you'll know that you're ready to put them in the mold when they get to a wet sand consistency. So once you have the right wet sand consistency, you're ready to pack those into the mold. Now, depending on where you live, how humid it is or how dry it is will determine how much which hazel you should add, which I'm going to grab off my shelf right now. That's what we're going to use to wet this. If you use water, it will fizz, and you don't want to use the water.
Don't me get it?
Yeah, would you grab it, buddy? Thank you. So you don't want to use water for this. You want to use witch hazel, which is a great way to moisten it, and then pack it into the mold. Thank you, honey. So I generally start out with about 5 squirts and get in there and squish that around. You don't want to get it too wet, otherwise it'll be kind of chewy and it'll melt. Not melt, physically melt, but it'll pack down, so you'll get kind of flat. And then you don't want it to be too dry or it won't pack and stay together. So you just have to find the perfect consistency, which again, I'm going to explain as wet sand, a wet sand consistency. Some of you might be wondering about my little helper in the lab today. When I'm working with, because we do make natural products, when I'm working with any product other than cold processed soap or hot processed soap, with the lye solution, I do allow my children to come in to my lab. So they're always welcome here. It's a happy place, a fun place for kids. It's safe as long as mommy's not working with lye. And they already know that rule. So it's perfectly fine for my daughter to join me here today. I'm going to add a little bit more witch hazel. And you see it gets a little fizzing, but you can kind of squish that out right away. Doesn't affect the bath bomb. And I think we're actually pretty much there. I'm feeling like it's a pretty good wet sand consistency here. I'm going to mix it a little bit more. And I'm just making these for home, so I didn't make put any color or anything in there. Be a good present for the girls' Easter. What do you think? Okay. So I think that is just about ready. Will you put the witch hazel back, please? Thanks, buddy. And I'm going to pack that just a little so you can see. See how that stays together? I think we're ready. The other fun thing you can do with these, particularly these if you're doing these for Easter or for surprises, you can actually embed a gift or some type of little trinket in the bath bomb. So when the bath bomb fizzes, they'll actually find something extra in there, which is always fun, a little surprise for them. So today we are going to be putting in, this is one of Caden's little, my daughter's little necklaces, trinkets. As you can see, I've sealed it up in plastic because you don't want it to get wet. So when actually the bath bomb fizzes and gets done fizzing, you'll have the little trinket and it'll be intact and not all wet up. So to form the bath bomb, what you want to do first is you want to pack, and I'm going to leave a little slit so I can get the trinket in there. Pack one side. I'm going to bury it in there like that. And you want to pack this side pretty good. You want to make sure that the trinket is completely covered. Otherwise your bath bomb won't seal. And then you're going to pack the other side and you're going to smush them together. So with any... That's all right. With any luck, they will come together. Uh-oh. Didn't have it down there far enough. That's all right. We'll put it down a little further. It won't be completely in the middle, but that's okay. It'll be in there far enough. Okay, so then you're going to take your two halves and smush them together. These are the bath bomb molds that I normally use for the bath bombs that I sell. But again, you can use any mold. Plastic eggs are a perfect mold this time of year. They won't last very long, but they don't cost very much, so that's okay. You guys can see that. Once you get it all smushed down and compact as tightly as you possibly can, I remove it right away. I take it out of the mold right away. I don't need this spoon, buddy. It came right out. Thank you. So my lid is already coming off. Uh-oh. But it's coming out. Uh-oh. See how I didn't get it in there right. I had it in too far and close to the top there. See that? Which is fine. We will just try it again. No problem. We'll start over. I'm going to put a little in there. All right, bud. Let's see if we can't get it folded up just a little bit smaller this time and make it stay. Hopefully we can get enough around the edges that it'll pack in there. It might take a couple tries, but that's okay. And if not, you can always go without. Like I said, it's not something that's necessary to put in there. It's just a fun little trinket to have in there. I'm gonna give it another smash and try again. I've got it super loaded. That's gonna be a big bath bomb. I think it's happening again because I can feel it coming out of there. Well, I'm not having much luck today with this.
Whoa.
I'm going to give it one more go before I say, oh well.
I thought you just put some in there and then put the thing in there.
That's what I'm going to try, buddy. Thank you. Put some in there and then put this in there like this.
And put more in there.
And then put more in there. That's what we're going to try. We'll hope it works this time. Cross your fingers. And if it doesn't, like I said, it's okay. Bath bomb is a great treat to have in and of itself. Are you crossing your fingers?
Mm-hmm. Only one.
Only one, okay. Well, let's see. Alright, I think I'm going to try the spoon this time because it looks like it's packed pretty good.
Where's the spoon?
I'll just use this one, Betty. I use for the fragrance. Release that seal. Was that the third or the fourth time? And we've got a little... Third time might be the charm, but we've got a little bit of that trying to come up. So I'm going to see if I can't pack some more on top of it. That's a huge bath bomb, isn't it? Somebody's going to be glad to receive that
I
one.
want to use it.
You want that one?
Yeah.
There we go.
Did you leave the box upstairs?
Here we go. Third time's the charm. So I'm going to sit these off to the side and let them dry. I did go ahead and prepare some other ones just so we had for the sample here so I could show you how the rest of the bunny comes together. So I'm going to finish packing these up. Oh, Betty, that might not stay. That's all right. We're going to keep pushing at it. I'm going to finish packing these up, just the bath bombs, and I will bring you back, get cleaned up here, and I'll bring you back for the rest of it. It looks like an egg, or like a chicken's popping out of there, doesn't it? We'll bring you right back.
Bye-bye.
And we are back. So we went ahead and finished up the other bath bombs. We've got them all molded, and they are drying. So what we've done is actually made bath bombs at a previous time. So I'm using this one today. It's just a pink bath bomb. Smells like sweet pea, actually. So you're going to take the bath bomb. You're going to need a regular size washcloth. I'm using white. You can use brown or whatever other color you'd like to use. You're going to set the bath bomb, pink, whatever you like, in the middle. And you're going to wrap one corner all the way. Actually, I'm going to flip this so I don't have the tag. You're going to wrap one corner all the way over the bath bomb to cover it completely. The second side, you're going to dip back like this, fold in half, and pull up to the top, which will create the bunny's ears. So you want to kind of pull those in tight, and then pull up the sides, like so. And that will actually be the bunny's face. So I'm going to pull this towards me and kind of flip the ears out. Next, you're going to need a piece of ribbon, any color. I'm using this width. I don't even know what width this is, but this is the width I'm using. You can use a wider width or a smaller width. It's completely up to you, and whatever color you'd like. If you're doing this with children, like I said, this is a great kids project. It does involve hot glue, so you want to make sure you've got some adult supervision. or an older sibling. And then they might need help tying the ribbon as well. Tie that. And you can, if you'd like, clip these ends, and I probably will.
Do you want your scissors?
Not yet, bud. So I've got the bow tied, and then you're just going to want to fan the ears out. You can make them floppy ears. I kind of like mine kind of flop over a little bit, just bigger ears like that. Twist the bow a little bit. This is a no-sew project, which is my favorite kind. But you are going to need hot glue. So that is the bunny. Yeah, buddy, will you grab my scissors? I'm going to go ahead and clip this ribbon back just a little bit. Thank you. Oh, actually, will you grab the ones with the orange handle? Perfect.
Wait, do you need these again?
Nope, I'm done with them. You can actually, if you'd like, you can glue these down. We'll play with it a little bit and see what we come up with. So there is the blank bunny. And then we're going to glue the eyes on. The eyes are kind of going to help us center the face. So I've got my hot glue gun here. Those eyes, bud.
What is that?
It's a hot glue gun.
No, that thing that was just on your hand.
Oh, that's just glue.
This
It got hard. Yep,
looks like a raindrop.
kind of does. The good thing about this project as well is that you can actually use the washcloth as well to wash with. We make snowmen in the wintertime, and we always have a ton of snowmen washcloths around the house. By using the hot glue, it'll stay on. The eyes and stuff will stay on a little bit longer. I'm going to put the eyes pretty close together here. Again, that'll help form it. Here's her face. Looks like I'm making a her with the pink bow.
Yay.
And we're going to use just a little black pom-pom. You can even see that. For the nose. So again, we're just going to have a dab of hot glue. We could use a different color pom-pom. Would you prefer a different color pom-pom, or is black good? You want to use a different color?
Pink.
Pink? Why don't you grab them and see if we have a
bunny
pink pom-pom.
Where?
They're right in this top drawer. Is there a pink one in there? You need a little bitty one, or an orange?
Purple.
Purple? Okay. Again, you can use whatever color. We just got the pom-poms from Walmart, or you can get them from any craft store. And Kaden wants purple nose, so we're going to use a little purple. Just a smidgen of glue on there. Put that nose right in there. Very cute, Bumps.
Yay.
The last thing we're going to do is actually draw on the mouth. And when we draw on the mouth, we're going to draw on teeth too. You could get felt and use that for teeth. Here's a sample we did earlier. This was actually Caden's idea to draw the teeth on. That one's kind of a goofy smile, so we're going to see if we can do a little bit better than that. And then we'll get the rosy cheeks on. I'm just using a Sharpie. You can use any type of marker, fabric safe, or otherwise, but the Sharpie's fine. I'm going to give him a little bitty smile like that. You can leave it like that, or again, you can draw the teeth on. I'm going to draw the teeth on. Just a small set of teeth here. What do you think? And we're going to finish up with the rosy teeth or cheeks. You can also, if you'd like to put felt in the ears, you could do that as well. But we're not going to do that today. Any old blush set. I actually got this at Christmas time on sale. These things always kind of go on sale after the season. This is when I usually pick things up like this. And we just finished rosy cheeks. And there's our bunny.
Yay.
all ready to go. You could put a cute little tag on this for gift giving. It'd be perfect in an Easter basket. It's great as opposed to all the sugary snacks kids are going to be getting this Easter. But it's something fun, again, something fun to do with the kids. I hope you enjoyed this craft. Again, all the instructions and directions and everything you're going to need for this project will be in the description box below. Please leave us a comment, like, or subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.